Secret bunny conference. The ladybugs are onto us. Super secret ladybug council meeting to discuss ladybug super secrets. We must conspire against the bunnies. Would you like a nice glass of juice that makes you stop procrastinating? Yeah, just leave it on the table for me. I'll get some in a minute. I got bored at work. The funny thing about Slowpoke is he doesn't look all that different. Happy Feet would have been better if it wasn't horrifying. Explain. The eyes of those penguins hold real human souls in them. Butter Royale. There should be a battle royale game like PUBG or Fortnite, but it's a competitive cook-off a large opt or cutthroat kitchen. Instead of randomly spawned weapons, you scramble to find ingredients, raw meats, veggies, flour, sugar, spices, etc. within a certain time limit. After that, you grab various cooking implements like frying pans, egg beaters, knives, and spatulas and use them to beat up other people to steal their ingredients. Also within a certain time limit. Anyone who has only 2 or fewer ingredients is eliminated. Finally, the cook-off begins. Using whatever ingredients you've gathered, you try and make the best possible dish. You chop, season, mix, fry, bake, boil, or just toss together as is before time runs out. More ingredients doesn't mean better dishes, of course. A well-cooked steak with a simple salt and pepper rub will fare much better than a pizza topped with multiple clashing toppings. Finally, you're judged by an AI program that grades your dish based on what you've made and how skillfully you've combined your ingredients. Brand Twitter makes an actually funny joke. Me, Garfield, kicks down my door and shoots me in the head. You are not immune to Garfield. 2012. This streaming is pretty good. I don't need you anymore, pal. 2019. Hello, old friend. Like, we warned them. Business people warned them. You spread the market too thin. The public will find an alternative. When everything was on 1 or 2 streaming sites, it was good. But now that everybody wants in on the streaming cash cow, ain't no cash in it, because everyone's saying, you know where I can get all these shows without paying 12 different subscription fees? Putloka, Hoist, The Jolly Roger, Ye Scurvy Matties. Or you could just, don't know, only pay for what you need / can afford, instead of stealing. Anyway, piracy isn't theft, and unless it is from small company it is morally right. Okay, so I was just looking at Reddit when a certain memory piped into my head. When I was about 14 or so, I drew this cute little drawing for Valentine's Day. Nothing too fancy, just my Ock Vixen in a cute dress, I think. Anyways, I posted the image on Facebook. And, check this shout, some dude saw this drawing and just commented with a picture of a bed with rose petals on it. I can't remember much about his name, except the fact he had Prince in it. Prince something something, I guess. I still think back on this sometimes and wonder what the hell he was thinking. I could be reading too much into it, but again, he sent me a picture of a bed. If that ain't suggestive, I don't know what is. Modern medicine is stupid, lol. Just drink pee. They call me no kidney pus drinking Jim. Been drinking pus for 12 years, and I'm still missing a kidney somehow. Really catchy nickname. Suck D. You know what she thinking. Also, I don't understand when recipes and people say to add a herb or spice to taste like thanks. I can taste it. How much do I put in? I'm f***ing stupid. Guy about to invent mayonnaise. Damn. I wish this sandwich tasted bad. Ops never had pizza with mayonnaise. Ops never throttled someone to death with their bare hands either. But unlike what you said, that can change any second. Next time a block number calls you, answer like this. Jim's house. You got the dough. We got the hoe. Why does this not have any notes? Lol, no Nashville sperm bank. You squeeze it. We freeze it. How? May I help you? Henderson's morgue. You stab M. We slab M. This is 8-ball speaking. Texas crematorium. You kill back quote M. We grill M. How can I direct your call? Pro tip. Don't do this if you recently applied for a new job. Bolded, just in case. Feel like that pro tip is told from experience. After a long day of work, accidentally greeted someone with my reflex customer service, "Hey, how can I help you?" And without missing a beat he accidentally said, "Hey, what can get ya?" He works at Starbucks, and that was the closest I've ever felt to someone. We were two NPCs who met in real life. Allow me to introduce you to James. Listen up, James. I hope you're good, because I'm not going to carry you. No one's carried me since my mama. And then they proceeded to be the worst at their jobs for the next 20 years. Concept: a superhero whose civilian identity is 5 different people. Not like they're a hive mind, or they can duplicate themselves or anything. They're just a group of 5 people who all have different powers, but coincidentally wear roughly the same size costume, who've decided to team up and share the same heroic persona. As far as both the general public and the broader superpowered community know, they're a single incredibly hard-working super with a bewildering variety of seemingly unrelated powers, except they only have access to any given power some of the time owing to complex criteria they refuse to adequately explain. Thus far they've been very careful to ensure that their heroic persona is never provably in 2 places at once, though honestly it's only a matter of time. There's some argument among the group whether to deal with that eventuality by coming clean, or by claiming that bilocation is also one of their powers. The Area 51 raid was like the absolute opposite of Dashcon. Like this was an event that was comically not supposed to work, but you crazy sons of bitches actually managed to show up and just throw an alien themed party while armed guards stood angrily on the sidelines. It was just as stupid as the memes said it would be and nobody thought anything would happen. Well done. Imagine having the power to be invisible, but you had to be naked cause clothing wouldn't vanish. Imagine a tampon just floating down the street. I fully understand that it's considered rude to sanitize your hands after shaking hands with a group of people, and I just want everyone to know I'm not doing it because I think you're disgusting and I want to get your internet stank off of me. I'm doing it because I know the statistics about CI's men washing their hands. I'm a strong, capable adult. If I wanted to touch 50 dicks in a single afternoon, I'd do it myself. I don't need your handouts. What episode of Lazy Town is this? Remember when SpongeBob committed murder and Bubble Buddy just stood there and watched? Dude, he MDE me experience high tide. SpongeBob didn't kill that guy. Bubble Buddy did. He was sentient the whole time, we find out at the end. Bubble Buddy stood by while he was slowly drowned. Are you living? Or are you just jumping from one obsession to the other to run away from yourself? What are you, the coping mechanism police or something? When you're a gay lion and you accidentally try to introduce your lesbian lioness friend to one of her own exes at a gay bar and she goes into the bathroom and b***s you out for not being able to tell her endlessly rotating cast of girlfriends apart, which isn't really fair because first of all they all keep dyeing their hair different colors and second of all she keeps getting back together with different ones at different times, and meanwhile you've been single for like 8 months, but are spending a lot of time with one specific guy who works at your old co-op, and we're going to excitedly tell her about it tonight. But now you've ruined the whole subject of dating by trying to introduce her to her own ex at a gay bar, which is a watering hole because you're lions. I didn't learn about this in driving school. Stop says the red light, go says the green, wait says the yellow light, twinkling in between. Kneel, says the demon light, with its eye of coal. Soren knows your license plate and stares into your soul. Why would porn blogs follow me? I'm literally kin with a pope. Best sentence so far of 2017. Going to print this out and find an elderly Lebanese woman to explain it to. Okay, so everyone is deactivated, but I remember seeing this posse back when the op wasn't, and they meant they were related to a pope. Ick now, the original meaning of kin. What a twist. Okay, this is false. I was mutuals with the guy, and he was definitely kin as in fiction keen with the pope. It was the pope from that show The Young Pope or whatever. Anyways, think the reason he deactivated was it turned out he was into necrophilia. This was like 12 slaps in the face. Bilingual my bud, you're either heterolingual or homolingual. You're not bilingual, you're confused, stop being greedy. It's just a phase, you'll meet a nice language and settle down. The Bible says Adam and Eve, not Hebrew and Cantonese. Imagine cinnamon toast crunch, but instead of cinnamon, they were coated in garlic salt.